In today's society, we often categorize men as either alphas or betas. However, there exists an enigmatic figure, the Sigma male. These are not your everyday individuals. Rare and often standing on the outskirts of societal expectations, Sigma males don't quite fit the molds most people are accustomed to. Their unique ways and behaviors might come off as weird to many. However, there's method to their perceived madness. What seems odd or confusing to the general population is often second nature to these individuals. So, what is it that makes Sigma males so weird? Well, in this video, we'll delve into 8 reasons that highlight just why Sigma males are often seen as the strange beings they are. Number 1. Very few people understand their perspective on life. Sigma males are often viewed as enigmas, puzzling to the majority of society. The Sigma mindset contains a mix of heavy discipline, stoicism, altruism, and abstract views on reality. This unique blend makes them stand out from the crowd. They're like explorers of the mind, always questing for deeper understanding and meaning. Instead of simply accepting things at face value, they dig deep, analyzing everything around them. Sigmas are highly analytical and tend to spend a lot of alone time thinking about existence and how the world works. This isn't the typical way most people approach life. For example, where others might see just a tree, Sigma males might ponder its connection to the earth, its age, and what it has witnessed over the years. This intense thought process leads them to see things differently, in a richer and more detailed way. And because of this, they often come to conclusions and ideas that are foreign to most. This unique perspective, a result of their deep introspection, means they see the world in a way only very few can understand or relate to. It's this difference in perspective that leads many to label them as weird. But in reality, their view is just more layered and intricate than most. Number 2. They are incredibly private and only open up to a few people. Sigma males are often seen as mysterious figures, mostly because they choose to keep many details of their lives private. While most people might openly share about their weekend plans or their feelings on social media, Sigmas prefer to keep such things to themselves. They believe that privacy is a powerful tool, helping them maintain control over how they're perceived and what information is known about them. By being selective about whom they open up to, Sigmas can ensure that their personal narrative remains consistent and isn't influenced by outside opinions. This selective sharing also means they can foster deeper, more genuine connections with those they choose to confide in. But this approach can seem strange to many. In a world where oversharing has become the norm, the Sigma male's guarded nature can be seen as unusual or even suspicious. Some might wonder, what's he hiding? When in reality, he's just valuing his privacy. Number 3. They don't always answer their phone or doorbell. Sigma males have a unique approach to their personal space that some might find strange. For example, many times they won't answer their phone when it rings, or they might even avoid answering the doorbell. Picture this. The doorbell rings, and instead of rushing to see who's there, a Sigma male might stay quiet, making it seem as though nobody's home. This isn't about being rude or avoiding responsibilities. Instead, Sigma males have a deep need for personal space and alone time. They often use this time to reflect, recharge, and gather their thoughts. Unexpected interruptions, like a phone call or someone at the door, can disrupt this important personal time they've set aside for themselves. For a Sigma male, protecting that solitude can be essential for their well-being. Number 4. They are comfortable with taking long pauses when speaking. When most people talk, they fear the awkwardness of silence. They might rush to fill gaps in conversation with quick replies, or even use filler words like like, or you know. This is because long pauses can feel uncomfortable in many social situations. However, Sigma males handle this differently. Instead of rushing their words or using fillers, they often take their time, pausing to think about what they want to say next. For a Sigma, it's not about avoiding the silence, but about speaking with clarity and intention. They have this certain confidence or social dominance where they aren't easily pressured by the typical anxieties of conversation. While this approach might seem unusual to some, it's just another aspect of the Sigma's unique style of communication. They choose thoughtful words over quick, meaningless chatter, even if it means pausing a little longer than most. In short, they are deliberate in their speech, and many people are captivated by it. Number 5. They learn things very quickly. People are often astounded by the Sigma male's remarkable ability to grasp new concepts swiftly. When a Sigma finds something intriguing, he dives deep into it, dedicating countless hours to learn and understand every facet. Their innate ability to intensely focus on topics of interest allows them to soak up knowledge at an accelerated pace. It's as if they have a switch that can turn their curiosity into rapid expertise. For many, it's bewildering how a Sigma male can know little to nothing about a subject one day, and just a short time later, they seem to have mastered it. This swift transition from novice to expert is a hallmark trait of Sigma males that leaves many in awe. Number 6. They don't always like compliments. Most people love a good compliment, right? It boosts their confidence and makes them feel appreciated. However, for Sigma males, it's not always that simple. Compliments can sometimes put them on edge, making them wonder about the underlying intentions of the person giving it. Sigmas are deeply intuitive and can often sense when someone has ulterior motives. So, if they get a compliment out of the blue, their first thought might be, why did they say that? What do they want? They're always trying to decipher if the compliment is a genuine act of kindness or just a tool someone is using to get something from them. For example, people who work in sales will use flattery as a way to boost sales. This is why Sigmas will always question the motive. It's a protective mechanism that they have developed. But of course, when they feel a compliment is heartfelt and sincere, they'll accept it graciously. It's just their nature to be a bit more cautious and analytical about these things. Number 7. They can be robotic to outside observers. People often expect others to react in certain predictable ways based on societal norms. So when Sigma males don't follow these expected patterns, they can come off as different or even robotic. Their unique way of approaching life, devoid of common complaints and typical desires, sets them apart. Instead of discussing the latest popular TV show or complaining about the weather, a Sigma might dive deep into a niche interest or simply stay silent, contemplating bigger ideas. This doesn't mean they don't have feelings or aren't passionate. They just channel their energies differently. Their lack of interest in common topics and their stoic demeanor can make them seem detached or indifferent, leading some to view them as non-human-like. However, it's this very detachment from the norm that allows them to see the world through a unique lens, even if it sometimes makes them seem a bit out of step with the rest. Number 8. They will cut off relationships without explanation. Building and maintaining relationships is a natural human desire. We're social creatures by nature. However, Sigma males operate a bit differently. When they see a relationship that is toxic or isn't beneficial to their well-being, they have a tendency to end it abruptly and without offering a reason. While most people feel the need to explain or even justify their decisions to end relationships, Sigma males prioritize their own mental and emotional health above societal expectations. They are firm believers in preserving their peace and clarity of mind, even if it means taking such drastic measures. For many, this sudden distancing can come off as odd or even hurtful, but for Sigma males, it's about protecting their own space and energy. Do you agree with the points I made in this video? Let me know in the comments. For more videos on Sigma males, check out some other videos on this channel. Thank you for watching. For those looking to achieve greatness, like the video and subscribe for more. Click here to see why Sigma males don't care about fitting in.